And welcome back to Icarus PatchNotes discussion like we do every Friday night. I'm here with Carl, so I'm quickly gonna hop over to Discord. Hey my man, how you doing? Not bad, not bad. It's weekend again, we have a new Icarus update, patch notes to go through, gameplay to be done, very important. Yeah, we have Iron Signs this week 210. A long requested variant of Signs, and a preview of a new 8-legged cave dweller. So, welcome to week 210. This week brings a new set of RN signs that you can craft at tier 3, expanding your decorations opportunities around your base. Tier 3 RN is normally tier 2, so I reckon you need like steel screws for it as well. Steel being a tier 3 resource. Yeah, but we'll make some and we'll test them out. Yeah. The composite ones. Well, the composite ones aren't the biggest actually, but yeah, but they might go good with an iron base. We'll see. A bit the rough edges, you know. But yeah. So we also show a preview of a new creature and feature we are adding next week: spiders and custom game settings with arachnophobia mode. Something for Echo. Ja. Ja. And it's 8-legged and not 4-legged like the lava broodlings. So, first of all, a couple of notable improvements. Aquatic Isle difficulty has been fixed. The settings were pointing to the Arctic Outpost creature table, allowing for dangerous creatures, bears, boars, etc. to spawn unintentionally on easy difficulty. It's Predator, it's attacking the player. So yeah, but Outpost easy mode is to be like about no storms, nothing attacking you. You can just walk around freely without any care and do your thing. For example, for example, like if you absolutely don't want to fight anything at all, you go to an easy difficulty Outpost, and you still get attacked by bears and by boars, etc. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see, because it looks like OBS has been messing around with the audio again. Can you say? Yeah, okay, that's better. Now your audio should be coming through as well on stream. It was annoying. Yesterday in the stream, it took me a couple of minutes to get my microphone proper in OBS
Yes.
again. And I just noticed there was no audio from other sources than my microphone coming in. So at least people can now hear you again, hopefully.
Well, that's fine. That's good. I've said nothing of importance either way, so it was all good.
Alrighty, let's see. Next improvement. Aquatic Isle has been updated as well to use bespoke spawn rate rules due to its dual config of forest and desert themed creatures.
Okay.
I haven't checked that outpost yet, so I don't know if it's like one biome but with animals from 2 different biomes. Maybe, I don't know.
Might just be, just one part is Arctic, other part is desert. I don't know.
Forest and desert. Well, they said from the Frostfall outpost, it's the first one with multiple biomes in one outpost.
Correct.
So I would assume the Aquatic Isle outpost to be a single biome.
Fair point.
Anyway, next one. Fixed where drones were not firing projectiles when shooting. They were shooting blanks.
Drones.
Yes, haven't we encountered those in the Ruimtusk campaign yet?
No.
Okay.
We've encountered sentries, I think, on like one of the missions when we went to go to one of the bases. We had to fight sentries, but I haven't fought a drone yet.
Then
But I haven't done
one of the other missions around this campaign definitely is
It
going to
has
have drones. I've done it in a single player, where it was actually shooting projectiles.
okay.
But
flying around.
yeah, well, yeah, if you're getting close to a base and then one of the pre-built structures, and then the drones came swarming and shooting at you, etc.
Flying drones.
Yeah. So there were drones there already, and they're also going to be in Elysium. There's been quite a bit of mentioning of those in the future content of the patch notes.
Yeah.
And maybe the Elysium ones, they weren't actually shooting anything. I don't know. But at least they should be shooting bullets, so...
Well, it would be nice to be able to make your own for like defensive sentry kind of support kind of things where they would sort of have like a launching pad where they would be sitting the whole time where you could fill them up of ammo and then they would launch as soon as there is a hostile within a certain range and then go out and proceed to fill it full of lead. So that'll be pretty cool.
There is a drone control station in the Ruimtusk mission, but I have not attempted to reach it whilst there were still drones around, because they were shooting at me all the time.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe we get something like that. Would be fun indeed.
Have one person distract the drones and the other person run to go pick up the things and perhaps, see what happens.
Heavy obsidian arms armor piece was obstructing the camera. Yes, I've seen this in the Discord as well, images from it. After last week's fixes to the arms and sleeves, etc., of different armor types, the heavy obsidian armor, like the bottom part of your field of view was blocked. Don't ask me how it gets blocked by the arms armor, but it was.
Yeah, strange. Could be considered maybe part of the shoulder pads and therefore might be a part of the shoulder, which technically could be part of the torso, but could be viewed as a part of the arm. So, could be, but yeah.
I don't know, but at least they fix it now, so people should be able to look proper again.
And I would have loved to see in the clip where the person discovered the next bug that was fixed.
Yep. Removed unintentional ability to carry the woolly zebra carcass. Is there too large to be carried?
Because that's like, imagine trying to go skin it and getting an option to pick it up and like, that's not gonna, and then suddenly you've just got this massive fluff ball on your back as you're trying to carry it. That would be amazing.
Yep. Like going third person mode, you see a woolly zebra basically slide around with a couple of legs underneath it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure your vision would be obstructed by that one, so yeah.
Accommodated Lava Road in the Road Bestiary better by updating the biomes and title. Lava Road for the volcanic biome versus the Swamp Road in the swamp. Added a Lava Road scanning bench recipe. And the recipe loot has been tweaked slightly as well. Yeah, that one you can actually carry, so it should have a recipe in the scanning bench. No, there is.
Yep.
Fixed land shark sometimes not damaging a target more than once during dive attacks. Sorry, I tend to kill them before they even get to the dive attack phase. But yeah, we have had it where they were like constantly attacking you, especially if you have more than one doing this. It's very annoying and getting around.
Oh.
And that's why I decided, like, okay, enough is enough. From now on, I'm gonna kill them before they have the chance to start diving.
Yeah, if you can, it's best to do so.
Isn't too hard, actually, if you have a proper gun.
Eh.
Now, this week's new item, the orange signs. Yeah, by the looks of it, they aren't too small indeed.
I mean, I would be not. They might actually be very similar in width to the width of the iron cases, but I think by the looks of it, they're a little bit wider. So it is to be tested. We'll put up one or two of them and see how it looks.
Yeah.
The small angled one is probably the same width as all of them. I think all of them are pretty much the same dimension and just in a different format. So the small angled would probably be the best for the chests that we have up diagonally. So yeah,
We'll see.
well, not diagonally. You know what I mean? Like the way that we just put our
Sideways.
sideways. Yeah. Yeah.
So this week we've unlocked 4 frames of the iron signs to be crafted on a tier 3 machining bench. You craft them with tier 2 materials, iron ingots, epoxy and copper nails. You can put them around your base with your own text or an item icon for a bit of an industrial feel.
Now, I'm not the best mathematician in the world. However, I count 1, 2, 3.
Yep,
Where,
and the
where?
one that they don't show here is the wall-mounted one.
Ah, right.
And I've seen images of the wall-mounted one in Discord, so I know it is there.
All right. They should be basically the same size, but just stuck against something.
No.
In principle. Okay.
Yeah.
An angled stand, a straight stand, an angled.
So
small,
yeah, you have the small
and then
angled, the
just-
tall
yeah.
angled, like you have with all the other signs. You have the
Yeah.
standing floor one, and then you have the wall-mounted one. Again,
That makes
like with the other signs as well.
Yeah.
Next week, spiders and arachnophobia mode. Now, as you can see, this is actually a proper spider looking.
Yeah, very black. It almost has like red on it, so trying to probably try and mimic a black widow, but the pattern seems to be a bit more blotchy, which yet again it still looks like a very vicious-like creature. We'll still see it. It'll be interesting to see how they move, how quick they are, and how much damage they do, plus HP, plus they probably would do like a spitting or like a web thing where if you walk into caves, you would probably trigger some of the webs, which would then send them in scurrying across, which would trigger Echo to probably scream quite a bit. So yes,
Yeah. So yeah,
the sound
maybe
is also
poison
important.
attack and
Yeah, poison
We'll see.
bites and like a webbing spit, and definitely having like the cave floor of their caves probably, webbed to the point where if you walk in without like using a flamethrower, for example, you would pretty much be slowed in movement. Like you would feel like walking through a bog swamp,
Yeah.
like we do. So it'd probably be very similar.
Now, remember how they said cave dwellers for the spiders?
Yeah, but then they have a picture of them in the forest. Yeah.
Next week we'll be adding a new spider creature which will spawn outside of caves.
Yeah.
Conifer and grassland biomes on Olympus Styx and Prometheus. Now, alongside with this, we will also be adding a new custom world settings menu with an arachnophobia mode toggle for players who don't want to see any of these new 8-legged enemies. This can be set when first creating a new prospect and also modified at any time via the escape menu UI when on the prospect. I hope it is a client-side setting. Also, will it be replaced by War-Kitten?
No, well that's the thing. I think they actually just prevent them spawning.
Well, sorry, I don't want to have these spawn
correct.
in.
Correct. I mean,
And
they
tough
could
luck
do
for
it
the players with arachnophobia. On my open worlds, they will be there.
Yeah, so just tell Echo to close her eyes, and then you just use the scurrying like around these spiders, like eating her. That will make it just worse, probably. But
Well, there are games who replace spiders
Yeah.
in arachnophobia mode. They replace them with some kind of smiley icon or something, whatever.
Yeah, like you said with grounded, but in this case, it's I think it's preventing the spawn. But it would be interesting if they had like a a little bit of an Easter
Or,
egg
yeah.
or something funny that was replaced model-wise if you did enable the setting. It might be worth checking. It has to probably be tested at some point, but
Well, it
that's
can
next
be
week, so
set.
that's actually quite nice.
It can be set when first creating a new prospect. So the preventing them to spawn might be actually indeed what these settings does.
Yeah. So
So yeah, but again, on my open worlds, sorry, there will be spiders.
yeah, I mean, I 100% agree. But yeah, it's just for people, and yet again, it's just a game. But I
True.
have no phobias of my own, so I can't, tell people to just suck it up
Oh.
because
Well, as far
that's
as I
usually.
know, I don't have no arachnophobia.
I
So
don't like big alien creatures jumping out of walls, eating my face. Yeah, that doesn't bring me joy to experience such events. But yeah, just a spider, crawling around in the game and shooting it. It's like, yeah, it's normal.
it's
If
just
you can,
pixels.
yeah,
But we'll see
well,
next week.
yeah, next week indeed, which is quite nice. So
So as of the 19th, the studio will be on holiday for the summer break. Yes, it's winter here, it's summer there. The patch notes will look a little bare, but it's because we'll be cutting a few builds all at once, with one weekly update, a new feature in each of the updates. Like we're used of them doing, there will still be updates, there will still be patch notes, there will still be new stuff, but it's going to be a little bit because of the summer break. We will be back on early in January with some new content previews for our next expansion, Dangerous Horizons. So, the next couple of patch notes will be short and sweet, some new stuff, and I reckon the like bug fixes will be set on the back burner, except when there's like a really game-breaking bug.
no,
And then early January, things will continue as usual. Now, support makes these updates possible, as always. If you want to support the devs, consider getting some of the DLCs. Showing your support.
yep.
And then we get to the changelog. This week, basically, the new RN signs.
One bullet entry, yeah.
A couple of fixes. They removed the accidentally added resource network to fiber item static. Fiber had a power requirement. All of a sudden. It was funny.
Interesting.
A bug that slipped through, something having to do with some future content stuff. It wasn't functional, and it will be gone starting this week's update.
Yeah.
Some correct materials to the tempered glass corner curved roof piece. Thank you. Accommodated lava road in road bestiary, lava road skin bench recipe, we talked about those. Remove unused weather or related data. Cleaning up some unused code, always handy. Yeah, the unused dev test, etc. weather related data. Skinning bench recipes added for the mains wolf and the pack wolf. Oh, the pack wolf can now be skinned in a skinning bench. Okay.
I'm actually wondering if you would get stringy off of it then.
Yeah.
Because I know
Although
that say that
the whole
pack will.
shortage of stringy meat has been kinda
Yeah,
mitigated-ish with the
quite a bit. Not
butchery
ish,
bench.
quite a bit.
Well, you still need 6 raw meat for one
Oh,
stringy meat.
no, I thought you were talking about the garganotins because yeah, those
No,
things just spit out
the
stringy like
butchery
crazy.
bench, which was added 2 weeks ago, I believe. There you can actually turn raw steaks into prime meat.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that as well. I mean, that's also not a bad one, but yeah, I would rather just skin a garganotin and get like 8 stringy meat versus having to go
True,
find
true.
60 or 80
But
or whatever the amount would be.
if you're playing Prometheus,
Yeah.
there's the constant shortage of stringy meat. Now
Oh,
you
I
just
mean,
kill a bunch of drugs and turn the raw meat into stringy meat.
true, true, true.
Uh, you can no longer carry the woolly zebra. Talked about that. Fix an issue where projectile trails were being hidden on hit instead of fading out. Tracer ammo, I reckon.
Well, if you think about it, like arrows usually have a little, don't they have a little bit of a ghosting, like a little white trail behind where the arrow goes?
Not always though.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but.
Yeah.
I fixed a bug where spit attacks with multiple projectiles would not update the launch position if the owning MC moved during an attack. For example, the sandworm. He's either doing the big fireball spit or the multiple fireball or multiple poison spits.
Mhm.
So, like, he's moving and spitting from the old location, from the old position. Looks odd. Fix that.
Cool.
Good. We get to the future content. Object Exchange interface landing pad. This been talked about like the Dropbot landing pad.
Yep.
We're also getting one for the Object Exchange interface. Very happy about
Well,
that.
I mean, it just means that you can control when the supply thing pulls down, so it's not like getting too close to certain things,
Yeah.
damaging them when they go up, and the usual thing, just having an expected location for it to drop. So
I've had it
definitely
in, not sure whether it was Olympus or which map it was. I had the Orbit Exchange interface like inside my base.
Yeah.
Not smart, I know, but still. And the mission pod landed inside my base.
Interesting. I thought they had like calculations to ensure that that would not happen.
Yeah,
mean,
but
obviously,
for this one particular mission, it landed right next to the Object Exchange interface. Well,
is it-
sorry, for the contact device.
yeah.
So, hey, CK, welcome. Hope you're well. Lurking for a bit while working. It's fine. No problem. As soon as we're done with the patch notes, we take a quick break and then we'll start a new stream with gameplay. So if you come back from lurking and like, hey, was the stream gone? Then we probably have started a new stream already. But yeah, thanks for being
Yeah.
here. Nice.
So they added the Raptor trophy and the Stalker trophies, which are good.
Yeah. Bespoke mammoth talents. Well, mammoths
Interesting.
were
Oh, yeah.
mentioned last week for the first time as
Amount.
amounts. Yep.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's definitely one thing. So bespoke ones, it'll be interesting to see eventually.
Oh yeah. Increase health and damage for the mammoth mount. I mean, it is a big guy, so he should have a lot of health and doing big
Yeah.
attacks.
Pretty much slow, but mostly probably a ridiculous carry weight and
Like knockback attacks
yeah.
and such.
pretty much. And they can see increase the health and damage of the mammoth mount and those types of things. So yeah, seems good. I see that they also updated the hunter drone textures with a bit more wear and tear. So I haven't seen any of the drones, but I presume the ones that you encountered were like a nice shiny white, pristine apple, type of designed drone. And I'm assuming that you would probably
I didn't really stand still too long watching
to
at them.
admire
Exactly.
to admire their textures whilst they were shooting at you. Yes, it's like
Exactly.
such a beautiful drone shooting at me. Yes. No.
Did I hear they're adding mammoth mounts? Yes, last week in the future content was the first mention of mammoths as mounts.
Indeed. So
So
juveniles
future
and,
content obviously is not a guarantee it's gonna be in the game. We have had stuff mentioned in future content from which later on we're like, yeah, no, we're not gonna add it. But it does give you an indication. And yes, mammoths as a mount has been mentioned in future contents now for the second week.
Yep. And the
By
fact
the
that
way,
they're
for
sort of
the
playing around.
Huh?
Now, the fact that they're playing around with the health and damage of the mammoth mount does indicate to me that they are seriously looking at it. And it is a cool thing because a lot of games usually have regular mounts, flying mounts, and then like super big, cool, slow, but just cool, big, massive things, which is quite, fun in a certain niche, even if it's got a very niche case usages. But it will be cool to ride a snowy mammoth. Yes, I'll take one. Thank you.
The woolly mammoth, yeah.
So.
By the way, when it comes to the drones, electroshock is best against those guys.
It makes sense that electrical damage would probably be the weakness to any type of. We never tested it on the sentries. If you do more electrical damage,
True.
if there's like a weakness to it, but it should
True.
theoretically be there.
So there is the shock arrows from the workshop,
Yeah,
which you can
true.
use against them.
And yet again, if you had it on your knife or anything else, just to see how much it procs versus how
Yeah,
much.
you're gonna run up to a shooting turret to hit him
We've
with a
done
knife?
that. We've done that. We've done that. We've done it.
Accidentally, yeah.
No, we've done it. You know, you can only shoot at one person. It's like if you're three people, Echo is obviously falling down a glacier somewhere, but then you and me, you know, we go towards the building. You know, we can
Weave
go,
and dodge. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So the Queen / Land Shark. So it's interesting that they're mentioning both, but has a fixed strike attack. No longer working on.
Yeah. So
subsequent
remember where they in the fixes, notable fixes, were
diving.
stating like the dive attack can only
Yeah.
damage once. Apparently,
Yeah.
the queen is going to have a similar attack.
Okay, so that's considered this strike attack then.
Yeah.
All right, interesting.
I want a mammoth. Yeah, I'll be taming those as well. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
They'll probably make very good defenders. You know, if you have a wolf defending your base or a mammoth, I'll take the mammoth. Thank you very much. Put them on defensive and put them outside. It's like,
yeah, but the mammoth
good luck
attack
on my mammoth.
Mammoth attack is hard,
gonna be
but
big.
slow.
True, but it's also going to be probably AoE kind of stomp damage because I'm assuming it'll be either a stomp or like a tusk, you know, shunt basically. It depends maybe if there's like maybe a talent which would change it from a stomp to a shunt with the tusks. So that would be pretty cool, but it'll probably do a ridiculous amount of damage, but
Yep.
might do AoE damage, therefore maybe damaging your building pieces.
Yeah, indeed, AoE damage with the tusk, like swipe with the tusk and like knock
Even
back the
stomping,
enemies.
Yeah.
Would be fun to see how mammoth fares against wolfpack.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm thinking I'm going to get one and then just get off my mount or just skip on the mount and then just sort of kill anything and everything using the mammoth. I mean, that would be pretty sick. I mean, currently we get off the mowers because they're our mode of transport by preference and then concerned about their safety and well-being if anything remotely aggressive kind of goes in their direction.
Yep.
So it would be nice to, I mean, obviously they're going to be slow, but it would be pretty cool if they actually are able to do damage and defend themselves.
So if you spec into Beastmaster and like husbandry talent, where you have the talent for faster mounts, you combine this with the racing saddle, the proper foods, pheromone modules important. I think the speed should still be decent.
I mean, considering how quick your buffalo goes, even whilst towing a cart, it's not that bad at all. So we're not going to be like hindered by it. But it would be interesting to see how much HP and damage they can get done, because if they're actually useful from that degree, it might actually be a quite nice switch.
We have tried Tuskers in sticks. I reckon the mammoths will be a tad slower, but even more powerful than Tusker. And the Tusker is a very good, powerful mount already.
It was, but the Tusker was surprisingly quick. I mean, it has like a very quick little gallop to it. I mean, it was pretty nifty, you know, considering. So. Yeah. But all things said and done, we'll see. It's a future content. It'll be fun. Yes, we're definitely getting a couple.
Well, I have to say, like the spiders, when they were talking about those, I was like, oh, there's going to be Elysium. And now they add them now.
That's also nice. That is nice. So
maybe there is this very small chance that this mammoth will be in the next few weeks. But it's hopeful, like wishful thinking. And a small chance, still.
I mean, it would be a nice thing because it would definitely keep people, because you don't want to have the dry spill coming in where you get no cool things leading up to an expansion which then has a bunch of cool things. So it could be like, okay, well, here's a very cool thing, which is a riding mammoth. I mean, that's pretty darn cool. So yeah, it's like, just hold on a little bit longer. You know, the expansions are coming out, etc., etc. But moving on through the notes.
Let's see. We're talking a bit about the Queen Eggs. As projectile resistance takes more melee damage. Aura increases storm exposure. So there is an aura around the egg where you get more storm exposure. So they were talking about like the weather attacks or something from the Queen in last week's future content.
Yeah.
It might be like the Ruimtusk. If you go into the Ruimtusk arena, there is like this constant
Lizard.
wind as
Yeah.
well. So Queen might have a similar thing, and then get close to the eggs. Then you get even more storm exposure. I think the exposure resistant module is gonna be handy if you're gonna fight a Queen.
Yeah, I mean, it could be just like, like a sandstorm type of deal versus a snowstorm kind of deal for the mammoth. But yeah, I mean, that makes sense. And then skipping down through them, I don't see anything interesting except the adding of the arachnophobia settings stops the spawning of geothermal spiders as well. Now, geothermal spiders,
That would mean volcanic biome,
exactly.
geothermal.
And would that mean the lavalings, or would that mean that they're introducing or planning on introducing also different biome-based arachnids?
Well, the lava broodlings, they before Prometheus was released, lava broodlings were referred to as spiders as well.
Exactly. So I'm wondering if it is, going to, because it's there, it's on like the border. So because it might have come on their radar when people complained about the broodling being so close to it, and then people actually having like triggering their arachnophobia because it doesn't necessarily have to have 8 legs. I think certain people might just be terrified of anything small insect-like, but.
Yeah,
Yeah, it will be interesting if that means the broodlings or if they actually mean,
actual spiders.
yeah, actual
Yeah.
spiders as well.
But yeah, again, stop spawning of them. That's not gonna happen in my
Yeah,
in
stop
my open
spawning. No,
world.
correct. Yeah,
No,
no way,
sorry,
man.
Echo. Play with your eyes closed.
Yeah. So interesting. Then there's
Give
an
no woolly
adding of the
mammoth.
orbital laser control blueprint. An orbital laser. I know the orbital laser that we had in the one mission, which was glitched out, which we never actually saw obliterate the base.
There is
But
another one of those in a Ruimtusk mission,
as
in the
well.
mission path, which we have not chosen on the co-op open world. I've
Okay.
done it in my solo. Again, you didn't really see this big beam coming down, but you did definitely see the base getting destroyed.
Okay.
Well, whatever was left of the base after I ransacked it and like took as many base pieces as I could fit in my buffalo cart.
Makes sense.
Juvenile woolly mammoth setup.
Yep.
More mammoth mount talents.
Nail
Let's
gun is
see.
being mentioned again,
Yep.
so that's the T 4-5
Tier
items.
5.
The nail gun, chainsaw, and I forget the rest.
Jackhammer.
Ghost, jackhammer. The ghost croc is being mentioned again, so
Wall
wall
mounted
mounted.
trophy.
Yeah, nice big. Hopefully, it's going to be like an albino crocodile, basically, because that's the thing what a ghost croc would be.
I
So.
hope like bigger and harder to kill and do more
Yeah,
damage and such.
and like a scar over the
And
eye and half a missing jaw kind of thing. Very cool.
now I'm trying like something like as of a half a memory that I've read something about them being underground and pop up, and some screen shake, something.
From the croc.
Yeah, I could mix it. Could have my memories mixed up with the Worm Queen though.
Yeah, I think so, because crocodiles usually don't tend to swim underground. Maybe
True,
underwater,
but
yes,
this is the
but
ghost croc, specifically the ghost croc.
yeah, I
But,
am.
and I might have my memories mixed up.
Yeah, I would say, I would imagine, no, it'll just be a massive crocodile that decides to come just chomp you, and he has a big lake, because, yeah, I would imagine that to be the case. But I could also be wrong, we shall see.
Tesla coils looks like this is something that's going to attack wildlife.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned that it was some sort of defensive item structure, whether it's going to create like a Tesla barrier or like a electro kind of chain zapping thing.
This from the looks, this is more like it's gonna shoot out electro bolt.
Bolts. Yeah, I would imagine that to be the case then.
Let's see.
So they reduced the mammoth mount speed, so they are tweaking kind of the amount of speed versus more changes. So there's definitely a couple of people working on the mammoth mount. So I think
Yeah,
your opinion on them trying to maybe get something cool out would be a good thing. So knock on wood, early next year we might get a week like 220 perhaps, which is like, hey, here's a massive cool mount. So we'll see.
we'll see. It's definitely
Giant,
gonna be a nice, nice mount to have. I'm so
giant.
gonna tame those guys.
Oh, definitely. Giant Roach trophy as well.
Well,
So, let's see.
I do
The
wonder
flying
though.
tank is being mentioned again.
Let's see, flying.
The
Yeah,
wall-mounted
one
trophy
man
for
trophy.
flying tank.
Yeah,
Yeah, so flying tank is still something that we don't. Oh wait,
there's
yeah,
a flying tank and a flightless tank, being two
yeah,
separate animals.
yeah. And like I said, is that there were obviously different teams, perhaps calling different creatures different names, like a stalker versus a
No,
raptor, and
in last week's PatchNotes future content or the week before, they were both mentioned in the same bullet point.
oh yeah, that's I remember correct as well. Yeah, you were right. Yeah, but that might have just been something to try and throw me off. I know I'm right
True,
because
true,
they know
true.
I would. They know I'm assessing every bullet point with very much scrutiny, and they were
Yeah.
like, "We have to throw Carl off, and we're gonna put both of these in the same bullet point, and then see what he makes of it. You can't be right all the time." And I'm sure I'm right about them trying to throw me off the game. So yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to indeed put something like that in and throw everyone off balance.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's like, hey, people are getting too close to the truth. We can't allow that to happen.
Yeah.
So, you know, smoke and mirrors. Um,
And biofuel tool is mentioned again, so yeah, we're definitely gonna have biofuel networks. Might be
yeah,
interesting to for your biofuel drills.
yeah, true as well. Oh yeah, that'll actually be pretty cool, but that's unnecessary, especially since the electrical drill system is pretty effective and
Yeah,
better than the
but
bio
the
one.
biofuel drills are way cheaper, and you unlock them in tier 3. So you get to
True.
biofuel drills before, or at least how
Electrical.
I do it is like I go for biofuel drills and then let them collect the materials so I can gradually replace them with electric ones. I don't go
Yeah,
straight for
true.
electric.
I mean, it does take time and resources to obviously upgrade them. So if you were able to
True.
just put like a little pipeline down to sort of have them fed from a singular location, so you wouldn't need to go, but they run full pretty quickly. So
Depend on the material actually. Like if you have like salt or
titanium, yeah,
the titanium,
yeah,
platinum, aluminum, the stuff that stacks
yeah,
really high.
100, yeah. That
Like
usually
okay,
takes a little time.
the iron, copper, oxide, sulfur, that stuff. You use
Critical, yeah,
roughly half a biofuel can, and then the drill
exactly.
fills up.
Yeah,
But also, if you put a biofuel barrel there, hook it up with a biofuel line, you don't
yeah,
have to remember to bring a new biofuel can all the time.
yeah, true. I mean, that's part of it, but we shall see. It might also just be for, simplifying your kitchen burners and your I mean, there's maybe they also mentioned the flamethrower turrets. I think. Remember, I think there was also
True,
mention of
true,
that.
yeah.
So I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
therefore, you definitely would want that coupled into a network.
oh
But
yeah.
yeah, like I said there was a couple of things. If we're skipping through
Um,
the rest,
uranium rods, uranium ingots.
yeah,
Why is item uranium rod and item ingot uranium? Ah
yes,
well,
uranium. Uh,
a bit inconsistent. My OCD doesn't like it, but meh.
yeah. So
Starting
some.
charge added to the radiation tracker. No idea what I have to think about starting charge. Radiation tracker should be like something like the deep vein scanner, the ore scanner. Like, hey, where's radiation? What's the direction it's coming from? I reckon. The starting
Mhm.
charge, no idea. Solar
There's
backpack has been mentioned again. Again, what's going to be the use? Provide electricity for what? I don't know.
a Tesla gun. Maybe you're going to have a battery charged like railgun thing, which kind of shoots
Yeah.
from a
Or
like a
it's just for the
battery.
lithium tools that need to be charged to
Yeah,
do
like
extra damage.
the jackhammer and
And
the
also
chainsaw
also the
and
shield. Like if
Yeah,
the
could
shield
be
is
that.
charged and you block an attack with it, it's like doing electric damage to the attacker. That
Yeah,
was
true, but I think
mentioned
it
a
would.
couple of weeks ago.
But I do think that like the chainsaw and these things might actually be like battery powered kind of things, which is rather than going a couple of steps back to like biofuel cans and stuff like that. So
True,
could be that as well.
true. Tesla gun, yes please. Would be
Yeah,
funny indeed. Like default electroshock damage,
yeah, true.
100%. That's
Maybe
gonna be
either
nice.
because I mean the flamethrower legendary item is really nice with the amount of enemies where you use the right click special AoE burst thing. So we'll go hunt a couple of more pack wolves, but you know maybe because if you get like a chain lightning bzz kind of thing, it'll be quite nice as well to get rid of a
Yeah.
few, and also accidentally kill your friends. But that's obviously very
Little
accidental.
detail.
So
Detail.
yeah, it's accidental. You just go first. It's fine. You just go in and we just grab this massive, gun and start zapping everything. And oops, you're in the way.
Exactly.
It wasn't my fault.
It'll give you
Achievement
the
finally.
achievement
Yeah,
for like kill your friend and revive your friends. So.
I still don't have it. So yeah,
Or I do
but
love the iron backpack. Electric shock is nice. I know, right? With the iron
yeah.
backpack and you attack an animal with your fists, you can still do electric damage.
hmm
So
And it,
yeah, I've heard my friends with my backpack also. I know, right? Oops, sorry. Yeah.
and there's also said the nail gun is missing a battery tag, so it does indicate that the T5 items might in fact be battery operated. So then the solar backpack might be used to passively charge them whilst actively just moving around outside, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I think that may be the way it'll work.
Let's
Um,
see. Devlock unused tier 3-4 batteries for validation purposes. So not a shell version, but portable tier 3-4 batteries maybe?
mhm.
Cool.
Could be
Yeah.
that you, for example, put them down and then deploy them, and then within a certain range that they'll be charging the
Or
things with them.
carry them around for your electric equipment, indeed, for your
Yeah,
jackhammer, for your
and like
chainsaw,
I said, yeah,
etc. And then
put it
indeed
on.
the solar backpack.
Yeah, and then maybe you could put it on your large inventory slot on your mount so that you can quickly go up to it and maybe just click it on to like recharge it quickly, and then click it off, and then go back jackhammering and chain cutting and whatever have you. So might also be pretty cool. Therefore,
Yeah.
becoming like that, because I also mentioned something about becoming like a base, a mobile base thing. Remember, we also read about that. So it was like they wanted to put more
Yeah,
things
weren't we
on.
talking about the build on Mammoth
Yeah,
bullet
that was the
point?
thing. Exactly. Yeah, that was what we were talking about. So it's also possible that you could build on the Mammoth, like put like a workbench or something on it, which is also pretty cool because you and I both know that we've gotten like two missions and then like says build this, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go back on my mount and run all the way back, versus just take the
True.
damn mammoths and we have everything
Or
with
have
us.
all the
So
benches in your Buffalo
just
cart.
yeah, true, but the Buffalo has its limitations, but perhaps the
1500
mammoth doesn't.
kilos, still not bad.
I'm pretty sure mammoth can carry a bit more than that, but yeah, I'm just saying that that's the idea. Maybe it's more like, stop this person complaining all the time and just give him the damn thing that'll just carry everything, and then easy peasy, lemon
True, true.
squeezy.
Do you talk about PatchNotes every Friday? Love to catch it every week. Yes, every Friday. We start around 8 p.m. Central European time. Even when I'm on vacation, I still tend to do the PatchNotes. Usually. So yeah, every Friday. And if I can't do it, then Carl and or Echo do it. So there's
Well,
PatchNotes every Friday.
yep.
Added autonomous spawn setup for the spiders outside the caves in the Conifer and Frost biome, except for the low-level areas like the starter area. So that's where we can find Echo. She's like, yeah, spider, bah! She runs to Starter Lake and then we can pick her up there.
We'll see. I mean, I don't think I mean, it'll be interesting to see what the spiders will drop, for example, because I know there
True.
was also the mentioning of spider silk, and then
Oh yeah,
working
silk.
towards the like textile stuff where they wanted to introduce more curtains, and remember those things. So there was definitely a
Yeah.
lot of things that are sort of going to be interplaying with the future updates. But yeah, there's been many mentions, if you sort of remember, many patch notes that sort of you can start putting the pieces together.
Indeed. Silk was mentioned indeed. So
Yeah. They should drop something, and it'll probably be like spider silk, which could
Yeah.
eventually be used for
Yeah.
tailoring and those kinds of things.
Does Carl stream? Stream? No, Carl does not stream.
No.
Echo does, if she does the patch notes, if I'm not there, she is going to stream it on her YouTube, but she does not stream gameplay because her current system can't handle it. Her previous system could, but that one burst in flames, so yeah, she had to replace it with something else. And now she can't stream gameplay anymore. So.
Yeah, it happens, but...
Let's see, Centrum eggs. A lot more eggs when they spawn, but over a lot longer delay before they begin to rise. Okay, so there's the Centrum queens, which will hatch like Centrums and so.
Correct. And then eventually the big egg, which will spawn in an actual sandworm, I believe. Yeah. So, but I've skipped it down a little bit further, so I'll try and wait for you a little bit. But I'm not sure if we're close to each other, I think.
Enable custom settings button in Outpost and Prospect UIs on the Days of Horizons builds. So this is going to be custom settings for spiders, arachnophobia, but that's also in the current maps. So maybe there's going to be more customization possible in Elysium.
Yeah, I mean, more customization. And, people want more of everything, so makes sense.
Indeed, fixed nail gun, missing battery tags. They will have a power charge.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, they're not just going to be indefinite abilities, so there has to be a little bit of a give.
Yeah.
So there's a fixing of the issue that sledgehammers were not dealing damage to the creature spawners as intended. I'm presuming that also applies to the Gargantuan thingies. We've never tried using a sledgehammer against, have we?
The porite layers, the Gargantuan layers. Indeed, we have not. It was mentioned in the patch notes a while ago that sledgehammers should do extra damage to those.
Yeah.
But it turned out they didn't do
any.
They did do damage, but a decrease instead of an increased amount of damage.
All right.
This fiction issue where it was not dealing any damage at all. We'll just make a sledgehammer and we'll hit Gargantuan layer with it.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to get into the gameplay soon enough.
Adjusted, renamed the mining damage only, hittable to creature spawner. It's a lot more generic than what it was named. Mining damage only. So yeah, hit it with a pickaxe or a sledgehammer, because it's actually also a mining tool. Or the Iron Fist. It's also a mining tool.
If you consider it mining tool, yes.
Obliterating
the rock in front of you isn't,
Well, you do get stone from it, and you can also mine ore with it. It will, with the correct upgrades, smelt up to 50% of the ore straight away for you.
Yeah,
you are getting
a rock of a... Well, blasting a rock with a bazooka is also mining. It just, you get like maybe a pebble out of it. So
no, this one actually, the Iron Fist is actually a proper mining tool. I mean, not as good as a pickaxe on my character, but I think it would be at least comparable with a pickaxe on your character.
Oh, okay, well, I've been considering the yield. I thought it was always going to give you less yield.
No.
But, yeah. But moving on, I see the Queen's attacks are being changed a little bit, just to be, making the fight a bit more fair, I presume. So.
Yeah, it gives the Queen a chance.
Yeah, well, it's, changing it that, the flyby attacks are now in a line instead of a single projectile. So
it's no cool. So you'll see the attack coming towards you. You can dodge it.
Well, unless the Scorpion King just teleports behind you and suddenly just rams you into oblivion.
We're talking about the Worm Queen here, not about the Scorpion King.
But it's the line attack, so I'm just saying that line attacks could be perceived, or they can't be, because it just like ninja teleports behind you and then just decides to obliterate you. So it depends, but we shall see.
The Queen will random between melee and spray attacks. Acid spray.
You do want uniqueness. You don't want like a linear kind of like it's going to do this and then it's going to do that and then it's going to do this. You want a little bit of a surprise factor. It's like, oh, it
So,
chomped your head off. Oh, I didn't notice that.
yep. So definitely, if you want to fight the Worm Queen, take a green pill.
Yeah, definitely. I would say it's a fair assumption.
Cat
Uh,
Bostonic is being mentioned again,
Again, yeah,
and Cat
and
Whiskers.
yep,
So we're
that's
gonna
also
get
true.
like, I don't know, cat armor. And
No,
was
well,
cat armor was mentioned last week, right?
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I would, for some reason, I don't know why, but when I read the cat whiskers, I was thinking about musical instruments. I'm like, oh, they haven't introduced musical instruments yet, so that
Cat
would be quite
whiskers.
interesting.
Well, I'm talking. I'm thinking about the mustache of the feline.
Yeah, it is those, but it's a boss. So the whiskers are probably like a meter and a half long. So for some reason,
So
I
you have to
thought you could
go
probably turn
through
that
the door
into.
sideways.
No, not that big, but I thought it was like maybe going to be, you could maybe use that as a string on like a guitar or like a bigger like cello or something. I don't know, maybe because music would be cool. There's a lot of games that get developed and then eventually, as part of type of micro games, you can play like a musical instrument type of thing,
Yeah,
which is
the
pretty
only things you can interact with in that way in Icarus is chairs and couches,
for
and you
example.
can just sit on them, and that's it.
Exactly. But
Huh.
yeah, moving on after that, we can
Additional
see.
layers to Eden, slight increase in echoed bird sounds, adding Theo, Mo, and Vic computers,
Yeah. AI need
adding
names, you know.
adding insects near foliage, cook dialogue adjustments, fire pit. I don't know.
Well, they've
I don't think,
where,
Carl.
where, where,
I don't think
where
they'll
is
add the parallel
where?
cooking queue.
It has to be multiple cooking queues in my fire pit, please. Where is it? I know they're listening. Add the damn second simultaneous cooking queue in the fire pit. The thing is massive. You can see that you can cook 2 steaks at once. Easy. Super easy. Like 100% you could do it. I'm pretty sure you could do way more than that. So just cooking two at the same time is not asking much.
So this is basically Carl's a big gripe with the game. The fire pit only has a single cooking queue.
And it should have at least two. It's massive. It's cool. I love the look of it. It's great. It's perfect. Just it cooks the same speed as a damn fireplace. So no, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to cook more than that. And the same could be said theoretically for all the newer kind of big fireplace thingies. So yeah, and it's not about making it faster. I don't want it faster. I want it double. So I don't know, that's a peeve, but yeah, moving on.
So the concrete fortifications have been mentioned again. The wall, walkway,
Yeah.
concrete ramp. There were two different variants being mentioned a couple of weeks ago. The iron, I believe, the iron one and concrete one.
For what? What was this again?
The fortification.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I can't recall exactly, but I scrolled down to this one, which is one of the
Mains
bottom
walls
ones.
making the mains wall feel more disgusting.
Yeah,
As
but
extra overhead lights so Ares can't hide in the dark.
yep.
Nice.
But the one that I like is adding 67 random idle background cave sounds from a distance chatter to a
Yeah.
bump to steps to give it more life. And that's definitely, you know as well as I do, as any person that plays gaming, is that sound is a very key and an important
Yep.
component to game immersion.
Absolutely.
So yes, it's one of those things where if you walk into a cave and you hear the little scattering sounds, that is where Echo should be saying nope, 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 turning around and then leaving the cave, whilst you and
Yeah.
I go in and take care of
Also,
business.
more sound tracks to play in caves makes it feel less all caves are the same.
Correct as well, because there would be different volumes of echo. A cave that has a little light ceiling thing would have a different
Yeah.
acoustic to it versus one that has a lake inside of it, the little droplets, going off the stalagmite into like a little pond. It can be a very magical place audio-wise, and currently it isn't. So
Yeah.
definitely 67 of them. Could probably have been 600, but I mean, obviously there's a limit. So yeah, definitely a good improvement
Yeah,
in my
it's
opinion.
definitely gonna make the caves feel different all the time. Like you
Yep.
go in a cave, you get out, you go into the same cave, you have a different audio set. It's gonna feel different already, like it
Yeah.
does. They were talking about enzyme fats. Enzyme fed, empty variation added in Elysium 3 mission, and in the 4, sweeping out the field, 1 with empty ones. Is this like the enzymes we get from
From the geezer.
geyser, the
Yeah.
condensed enzymes, or the synthetic ones we can make in the chemistry bench? Are we going to do something with the enzymes? Because currently, all you can use the enzymes for is creating statues, or you use them in the localized terraforming device to regenerate your trees, and that's it.
Correct.
You can't do anything more with them. So, if they're going to do anything more with them, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
Give us
true.
more uses for our resources.
Yeah, if you think about it, there was, I mean, the tree regeneration was introduced quite a significant amount of time after the statue costs or prices being an enzyme. So there was a very large gap in regards to that as a resource, like what you use it for. So definitely using that, for example, in drones or very high tier 5 kind of like materials would cause you to need to go run the enzyme geysers in order to get the stuff, in order to get the materials, in order to craft the new stuff. So it would force you in a certain little bit of a linear path, but it would give it a reason to do so, or else it's just extra.
Currently, there is not really a reason to do them. You get a handful of exotics.
Well, you get lots of XP though, so that's
you
about
get
the only
a
reason
bunch of XP. I did actually do 2 enzyme geysers on stream yesterday, knife only, just for fun. And I'm telling you, put a mount on the beam platform right next to the geyser, and a lot of animals will gather underneath that platform. You can kill them without them looking at you.
Grenades.
They basically ignore you. Yeah, and if you do that, you have to be far enough away from the vapor condenser, and your platform with the mount must be high enough. Otherwise, you'll hit both of them. But I had a pile of corpses so big that I couldn't kill the animals underneath it anymore because they were like completely covered with carcasses. Then I had a couple of bear cubs there. You couldn't see them anymore.
All right. Wow.
Landmines, yeah, but it's a one-time use only, CK. Landmines, they say boom once, and then...
I can't remember, when you're deploying them, do you throw them or do you place them down?
You place them.
Ah, dang it.
If you want to throw, then it's grenades, and then you could go for the contact grenade.
We've never tested it. Like, if you're on top of a beam and you put down, quote-unquote, put down a mine, would it just explode in your face or stay in the air, or would it actually, like, pretend to, like, sit there and then fall down to the ground and explode?
I don't know. I mean, I can put you on a beam and I can put a landmine underneath you and see what happens.
No, not beneath me. It's like you have to put it, you need to place it whilst being on top. It's like, because if you think about most games, when you plant a anti-tank mine, it's not like they get on their knees, dig a little hole, put it down. No, it's like mine out, and they just sort of throw it. They just sort of like, there's a mine on the floor now, and then you keep on running away.
Now you can disarm a mine, so I reckon you have to arm it as well.
Sometimes
you can disarm a mine in theory if you're fast enough, etc., etc. Yeah, like if all the planets align and everything, you know, then yeah.
Yes. The stars and the planets all align, then yes, it is possible. And we've done it, I've done it, but it's a really hit or miss, and taking 500 damage to the face isn't fun. So yeah.
Well, for me, fun to watch. For you, not so much to experience, but yeah.
But I'm quite happy. That's all the things that I'm interested in for the notes.
Add player recipe to cut fish into chunks. Sorry. You can do that already on your person, right? Like the fish chunks. Not the fillets, but the chunks.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I think that is correct, yeah, because you need to be at the bench to make them into the fillets, and cutting them into the chunks, you can do that on your person, I'm pretty sure.
I believe you already do it automatically. If you catch, no, you don't do it automatically. Well, not with a fish you catch with a fishing pole, but the piranhas and the bonefish and the other base fish.
Yeah. Or maybe that's what they mean. Yeah.
Those if you grab them, turn already into fish chunks, I believe. So I'm not sure why they say this is Dangerous Horizons only, but.
Okay, we'll see.
But yeah, this is basically the patch notes. Nice and quick, 1 hour. So we're gonna take a 15 to 20 minute break and then back to gameplay.
It's fine by me.
Alrighty. I'll mute out, we'll be back with you in a sec, Carl. So yeah, this were our patch notes. Like I said, we do this every Friday, starting 8 p.m. Central European Time. The patch notes are done now. We're gonna take a 15 to 20 minutes break, and then we will be back with a new stream with gameplay, in which we will try out this new stuff from this week's update. For this week, this will be the orange signs, and maybe do some testing with what quality the contact grenade. We'll see. But yeah, for now, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Now, if you did enjoy watching us go through the patch notes and you want to get notified next time I stream again, feel free to hit the follow button. Or if you watch this on YouTube and you want to get notified next time I upload something, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Other than that, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good time. And I hope I will see you folks around.